alive. It says I'm alive. See if I can not turn it off. I didn't really set up too well here. Let's move y'all over here a little bit. Okay. All right. Here we are. And the laptop's there, but my camera's over here. So hi. I will try to look at the camera as much as possible, but of course that's not as easy if you guys start chatting, because then I won't see the chat. So hi, Mina. Hi, Angie. Yeah. I don't know what I did, but I turned the stream off and I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to come on because my dad wants me on tonight's call with him. He's been working really hard, and it's looking like within the next couple days, he's going to be moved to a permanent rehabilitation center kind of thing. So he's still got a ways to go, but we're not looking at losing him anytime soon. Not like that first night when, yeah, it was bad. He is doing so much better. He's really pushing though. So we're all a little worried that he might be pushing too hard, but he's got down to where the push on the oxygen is at 0. And he's been breathing room air. And see, he could do this if he would do those exercises. So Dad, if you're watching, do your exercises. Use the thing you hate, because look where you are. Now, my brother, after much coercion from his sisters, my youngest brother, he went to the doctor and he got on the kind of 5 or 6 medication cocktail that they put everybody on for this evil thing. And he is doing a lot better. So I'm glad he went. He had some kind of internal, I want to say side effect, but that's not the word. I don't know the word. It's just not, I'm just excited that Dad's getting to move out of the ICU hospital and into a rehab center. So that's all great news. But my brother had some kind of drainage in his brain that's caused from the virus. So I'm so glad he went and got looked at by the doctor. And my sister-in-law, his wife, I guess she's doing about the same. So, but she's been fighting a boss that's making her feel bad because she's staying home and telling her that work is piling up because she's not there. But hello, she has COVID-19. She's not supposed to be at work. He needs to check himself. So anyway, we've got lots of good news. We got our new president inaugurated. The little girl that's poem that she read, that lifted my heart. I just loved that poem. She is just a shining light. So, yeah. Anyhow, I agree with you, Angie. Men are hard-headed, that's for sure. I've been trying to keep myself busy. I just made a lunch tote and 2 napkins. They're in the washing machine, or I'd show them to you. Lady saw Scott's that I had made for him. And she said, "Where'd you get that?" And he said, "My wife made it." And so now Scott wants me to make this for her. And I said, well, if I'm going to make her one of the lunch totes, I'll just make her a couple napkins that match the lunch tote. So he can take that to her tomorrow. I'm going to wash my hands really good and use hand sanitizer when I'm dealing with packaging up that item. Not that we've been sick. I just want her to know, we're not sick. I've cleaned everything. Everything's been sanitized and all that kind of stuff. And I sanitized my hands before I packaged it so that she can go ahead and use it and not worry. And I'll put it in a bag and she can dump the things out of the bag and then throw the bag away if she wants to. But then I've also been cleaning. I've been trying to just keep my mind and body busy. I've started back walking, took the dog for a walk. Bernadette's made a little friend on the street behind, and the dog waits with its Frisbee in its mouth. Like Bernadette's going to be able to play with him, but she can't play with. I think it's a girl dog. I don't know. I've not met the people that live there. We've just met the dog. You know how that happens in neighborhoods where you meet the people's animals before you meet the people? Because most of the time the animals are more friendly than the people are around here. But Bernadette, just her little nub of a tail just wiggles and wiggles when she's playing with that little friend of hers. Gosh, I got a full house. Thanks, guys. Like I was saying before some of y'all came in, I'm on now because at 7 o'clock tonight, I have to be on the call with my dad because he's been wondering where I've been the last couple nights. But I stepped back from the calls because my sister said the calls work better when there's only like 4 or 5 people in there. So I've just been kind of standing back because, hello, there are 6 kids plus my 3 cousins who just lost their dad. They've been invited to join our family because their mother's not in their life, and they lost their brother. Their brother, Pat, was my age. He had brain cancer. So they lost him a couple years ago. Now they've lost their dad. So we've kind of just pulled Penny, Pat is gone. I say Penny, Pat, Pam, and Paula because that's their names. And I haven't dropped Pat from the routine because he was one of the P's. So they were on a call. And it just gets to where there's a lot of us. There's, then there's the grandchildren and all of that. So anyhow, I've been cleaning, doing all kinds of stuff, just trying to stay busy. Well, I came across that stack of calendars that I picked up at the Goodwill that one time. So I've been making envelopes. Now, these envelopes have to open because of the way the picture falls. The tab is on the side. And what I was thinking is when I use these to mail to somebody, what I'll do is I'll just put the addresses on the back. And then that way, if somebody gets one of these and they want to use this image, it won't be damaged by labels. So I'm just going to put the labels on the back. Mary taught me that one. So yeah, I'm going to copy Mary and I'm going to do that. So I've got this one's one of the ones that goes that way. And then I had one that was all horses. And some of these look really strange because the horse's legs and their heads end up on the back of the envelope. But on this one, it turned out okay. It just looks like he's walking uphill. Hi, Teresa. And then this one, this calendar was all, I think, sunsets. So some of these are really pretty. And one of them I've got to send to our Jersey crafter lady and her rainbows that she pops in. There's another one. Oops, sorry. Oh, this is the one I was going to send to Laura because she can use that on her rainbow book. So I'll pop some things in this and I'll send it to Jersey Crafter because it's got rainbow colors. And they go around to the back if she wants to. So I'm going to set that one aside for Laura. But then here's another one with a side entry. But see the horses just galloping along. And this one opens up here. And like I said, this one kind of looks like the horse is laying on his back or something, but he's not. But see, most of his head and legs is on the back. Some of these came out really cute. And I don't know which one of y'all put the joke up about the Peking duck. My dad died laughing over that. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. Here's one of the strange ones. See, it's just I can't block these windows. I haven't made the curtains yet. The curtains is something I really have to have good focus on. It's not mindless. So I haven't been able to get those done. Today is the first day I've felt well enough to do any sewing, anything that required measurements. But see, his head's on the back. So yeah, if you see calendars for like a quarter, grab them. You can make these cool envelopes. I love this one. That one turned out really pretty. This one, This has got to be one of my absolute favorites, though, because look, isn't that precious? This one, this calendar was baby animals. So the baby animals calendars are cute. And then here, mommy's all been folded to the back, but you can tell it's a baby penguin. Here's another sunset. Now these switch to where they open on the top. So yeah, calendars are a lot of fun. Here's one of the weird ones, okay? There's the horse's body, and on the back, his head. So do I put the address on the front here so you can use the horse's head on the back, or just, I don't know. It just turned out weird. This was another one from the sunsets, but the sun is on the back. But I thought the starfish was really cool. But calendars are awesome. Now see, this one I debated whether to go this way or to open this way. But I did this way. And I think I will put the addresses on the back. Here's one that I couldn't determine which way to go either, but it opens this way. The picture's actually this way. This one's a gorgeous one here. These calendars had the most beautiful images. And then I've also got, you know how hang on. Oh. Like the calendar, but they also had these little images that ran along the side. So I have some of those. I didn't put the elephants, the covers on because I love the calves on the back. They reminded me of the calves we had on the farm. Karen Sue, I have a Martha Stewart scoreboard, and it's got the little triangle thing in the back that you take off the back and you put it on the front and you make the envelopes that way. And also these little pictures here. I'm going to cut these out to have as decorations for artist trading cards, like do a background and then just put one of these on with maybe some ribbon and things. So I'm keeping those to do that. And then see, here's the sunsets. So you get on the back of it, you always get the little ones that you can use in another project. And then there's the front of the sunset calendar. I mean, I could make a small envelope, cut this down about that high, and then make it square. In fact, I could cut it over to this point, and then make a square and make a real small envelope, which would be cute. I might do that on some of these. And then here's the horses. So that's those. And then I'm just going to go through the rest of these envelopes real quick that I've put together. Okay, this one's for my dad. I'm going to send him a Peking duck. He'll die laughing. He'll think it's a hoot. This one's gorgeous. See, it's a sunset too. Calendars are awesome. I'm not sure. I don't remember what this was that went across here, but I thought maybe I could put a word on there or something. But it was another one of the sunset ones. All right, this one I did this way, but I could have done this way too. The horse ones turned out weird because the horses were so big. You know, it wasn't like you'd get just their heads here and there. Okay, here's one that, see, that happened. And then the horse is on the back. So, I don't know. That one, I'll probably put the address on the front. I've already put double-sided tape at the top edge, so I can just peel and stick it down. This was another one where the mare is folded to the back and the foal is there. I might send this one to Barb Filion. made it this way. Could have been this way. But yeah, I think I'm going to set that one aside for Barb. And then here's one that really came out weird because look. You never know what you get. And then the giraffe head is on the back and his legs. I don't know. Some of them came out really weird. And then this one is precious. Look at that baby turtle. Opens up there. Oh, is my shirt creating havoc? Let's see if we can. I thought I turned the stupid autofocus. Hang on, maybe I didn't. That's what I was going to do. Hang on just a sec. I was going to turn the autofocus off so that it wouldn't do that. And that's how I accidentally discombobulated myself. User controls, general settings. That is weird. Excuse me. I am not finding it's not showing me the autofocus on here like it usually does. It's kind of weird. It's usually on this one, exposure auto priority. Okay, it's off. I don't know what to do. Barb, I'm going to send you an envelope. Oh, refresh. Close this window. I can see what I'm showing you. See, I'm going to send you an envelope. Yep, elephant. I'm going to send you an elephant. Back to the envelopes. I don't know if that'll help or if I need to change my shirt real quick. It's a monkey, a baby monkey. Probably a orangutan, though. He's orange. And then this one, the opening is here, but it probably should have been up here, but it's okay. And the bear, he's on the flap. I don't have extra light over here today. This one's bunny and a piggy. And then this one's cute, owls. So I got those together. I'm going to put the camera down on the table here in a minute. And we'll do something real quick. Oh, no, you're spinning. Ah, that's horrible. Stop doing that, you crazy camera. All right, I don't know if this is going to create a problem because this is glass. This might not work. Hang on, let me switch to something else. Too hot for the sweater, though. All right. I'm going to put you guys down on the table and see if that'll help the camera get grips with itself. And because I'm on my dining room table, I don't know how this is going to be. And it's going to be at a weird angle for you guys. All right, hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold tight. Hold tight. All right. I am going to switch you guys around here. Hang on tight. Here we go. You get a close up of my old hand too. There you go. All right, we'll come in a little closer. Hi, Jude. Welcome everybody that's coming in. For anybody that didn't hear before, I'm on now because my dad wants me on the family call tonight. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Can I get closer? I don't know. Ooh. I can't make it come in closer either. I don't know what's happened between the last time I used this and now. All right, so we can't do that. I can lower you guys this way a little bit. Sorry about my hand right there. All right. What I'm going to do is just some black and white doodles on cardstock. And Gina Aaron's was doing watercolor cards. I wish I could turn that autofocus off, you guys, but for some reason that is not available to me. I'm going to just do 4 card faces and doodle on them. I don't know if I'll get them all done today, but I'm gonna masking tape off a border, and I always put it on my wrist here to remove some of the stickum. And I'm just gonna stick it down to this craft mat and try to get about the same distance all the way around. It doesn't matter if it's a little off. So I hope nobody else's family's been fighting this horrible bug this week. It's been really bad. Now, my uncle that passed away, he did not pass away from COVID. He had a hematoma on his brain from a fall he took in October. He fell into his wood pile. And because of COVID, well, in a way, COVID is to blame because he didn't want to go to the hospital because he didn't want to catch COVID. So he developed a hematoma. And then while they were flushing that out, or at some point, he had a stroke. And he just never recovered. So all in all, it's a horrible virus. It needs to go away now. Hi, Heather Doodlebug. Hi, Sherry. So I'm just going to doodle in black and white, and I'm just going to use black and white Posca pens. The only thing is you have to wait for things to dry a bit. So what kind of shape should we do first? It'll have a border when we're done. Let's do a paisley print. So do like the start of a comma or exclamation point, I guess you could say, or quote marks. I think Howie would like to come in, so I guess I'll go let him in real quick. Let me go let my kitty cat in real quick. Oh, Kathy had to go. All right, Kathy, I understand. Well, come on. Yeah. I would be distracted too, but I promised I'd come on live today, so I'm doing it now. I think I'll go ahead and do a black dot here. I'll probably only do one of these cards. Things are getting better, slowly but surely. And I fight seasonal depression too, so I've been using my happy light a lot, and I need to do something with that because that looks kind of bad. So I've been using my happy light and doing crossword puzzles and sorting through stuff, and I was looking through old pictures. That kind of thing. Scott's putting a lot of miles on his legs. He said that train business is absolutely huge, and they have some units that are as big as storage buildings that you walk inside to work on them. And he's pretty tired by the weekend, so we haven't been getting any work done on the house or anything here. There's still plenty to do, but he has been piddling, a little bit out in the garage. He said once the garage gets organized, he'll start back working on the house. Plus, we're kind of waiting on warmer weather. I should probably get a larger Posca to color in the black, but that's all right. Yeah, I had told Kathy I was going to go live. Yeah, I haven't been able to do anything. I can hardly I've just been hardly able to even stay in lives to watch other people craft. And it's not that they're bad or anything. It's just I can't stay focused on anything for very long. So I'm trying. I'm out here trying. My sisters that are teachers, they've been just getting back to work, and my sister Robin said that first day back about did her in. She teaches elementary school art, and my youngest sister, not my oldest sister, I'm the oldest. My youngest sister teaches advanced mathematics at the University of South Carolina. So, yeah, they've kind of been going through a lot too, trying to, stay caught up with the family and do their jobs, and it's not easy. Darn parents scaring the daylights out of us. Huh. So here. I'm not going by anything in the background or anything. I'm just making things up in my head of what might look good or interesting. That sounded like somebody here. Hold on just a minute, guys. I think somebody is here. No? Oh, it might be the young lady next door. I think they have an odd schedule. Thank you, guys. Let's do a spiral. I'm concentrating. Sorry, guys. I'll try to talk more. I've been watching some new sewing people on YouTube, and I found a couple young gals. They're younger than me, and they've been getting together and sewing together for over 20 years. And I think they went to college together and everything. But they're very entertaining and interesting. And one of them grows the most amazing flowers and plants in her house. And I can grow things out in the yard because Mother Nature helps me. But house plants, y'all, I will kill a house plant in no time. I don't know what I do wrong. You'd think growing up with an actual greenhouse attached to your house, I would be better at it. But boy, my grandma, she had a green thumb. We had all kinds of plants. I guess I just didn't get that from her. Hey, Beth. So, if you curve your lines, it'll make it look like it's got dimension, like it scoops down. Got this on a craft mat so I can move it around. I used to tape it straight to the table, but that's never a good idea anyway, because what if it bleeds through? So somebody said, just put it on a craft mat and then you can move it around. Forget which one of y'all told me to do that, but it's a good idea. I forget what we went to Ollie's for, but we went to Ollie's again. And after I finish this card, I'm going to show you guys a book I found there. Another inexpensive little book. And I bought 2 copies so I can give one away. I've got to watch my time too because I have to cook dinner. I want to have dinner cooked and cleaned up from, ate and cleaned up from before we go live with my dad later on the Skype call. The calls kind of wear me out too. Now, when you're doing these, you don't want to cover the entire thing with the black and white. You want to leave some of the cardstock. You'll see it looks interesting. Oh, I think I need to add some dots on this. I have another black pasta in there. Okay, I'm going to turn this so that other side can dry a little bit so I don't stick my hand in it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That doesn't look like what I wanted it to look like. But you know what? You just kind of keep going until it looks like something again. Oh, has anybody watched on Netflix? They have this show called Alona. It's about Sherlock Holmes' sister, and it's it was really good. I enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, you might want to look it up. It's Alone. Her name is Alone backwards, so Ilona. And I thought it was quite interesting. And I was in the den watching that on Greg's TV because Greg has Netflix on his TV, and he was at work and Scott was on his computer, and I was bored of sitting in here trying to stay focused on a show. I said, I'm going to watch a movie. So I went and watched that, and then Scott came in there and the booger started snoring. So I couldn't hardly hear some of the movie. I told him, I said, I was on the verge of throwing something at you. He said, why? I was like, you were snoring so loud, I couldn't hardly make out the movie. He said, I was not. I was like, yes, you were. You're going to go make some oatmeal for lunch? I made oatmeal for breakfast, and we had peaches and cinnamon, pecans, and the Trilogy of Seed mix on top of it. Barbara, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. It was a little, I don't know. It has a creative way that they handle the storyline that I found interesting. Because periodically she'll stop and talk directly to you, the audience. At the cottage, we would have oatmeal just about every day. But since we moved back down here, we haven't. And we've been paying for it health-wise. So I told Scott, I said, I'm going to get us back on track and have our oatmeal at breakfast. He still wants bacon and eggs too, which he probably shouldn't be eating a bunch of. But if he doesn't eat a nice big breakfast, he gets really ill. Now, see, I can get up and start working on something and work on it for 4 or 5 hours and then have lunch. And I'm fine. I don't really need breakfast. But Scott's like one of these that if he doesn't get breakfast, he'll pass out on you. So we're very different in that department. So let's see. We want to keep doodling with the black, and then we'll come in with some white. So I think I'm just going to do long and short. Long, short. Long, short. Okay. Let's do some scallops on the inside edge of this one. Has anybody got that phone call? It's a scam, but they'll call from some out-of-state number, and they'll say there's been an order placed on your Amazon, your credit card attached to your Amazon account into the amount of like $1,200 or something. And then they want you to press 1. Do not do it, you guys. It is a scam and a half. And what happens is when you press that, then they start charging you on your phone bill. From what I understand, from the way Scott was describing it. It's just a scam. Just hang up on them. I figure if Amazon really needed to call me and let me know something, they would shoot me an email first. So I went to my Amazon account and I looked at it and there's nothing on there. So I knew it was a scam. I get so sick of scam calls. I just really do. I wish they could put an end to that. They tell you, put yourself on the do not call list. That doesn't matter. They still call you. And the one about your car warranty is run out, blah, 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 blah. They get us on the phone. Scott will play with them. He'll keep them on the phone busy. He'll make up cars we don't even have just to waste their time like he wastes everybody else. They waste everybody else's time. I think anybody that takes one of those jobs should be ashamed of themselves. I don't blame them for wanting to make a living, but find something else. Don't be part of the scams. And most of the time they want to, Scott said he listened to the whole scheme one time. And what they do is they want you to pay them like $400 a month. It's a really crazy amount to guarantee that your car is under a warranty. And then they don't pay anything to do anything. Mm-hmm. All I can think of is get a life, people. Come on. And my mom's, while my dad's in the hospital, you guys, all of my mom's goats are having kids. So she's got baby goats out the wazoo now. And she's trying to still manage those. And then my Uncle George that passed away used to help her. And he would take care of the animals when her and Dad were going through a health crisis like this. So she had my other uncle help her get some goats to go to the auction. It's just been one thing after another. But my sister posted a picture of her. She stopped to see Mom, which I said, oh, that wasn't a good idea because they've all had this virus. But she assured me they wore their mask and all that. But my sister took a picture holding one of the baby goats. She said it almost followed her home because it was so stinking cute. But I said, I don't think your dog and your cats would appreciate it at all. Not to mention your husband dealing with a baby goat running around. She said, but it sure was cute. I said, I know they're cute. They don't stay babies for long. And if it's a little boy, he'll get stinky. As goats do. Especially billy goats. P.U. No thanks. I grew up on a farm. I'm over anything but beyond a dog or a cat. Scott's convinced he could do chickens, but I said, there ain't no way, because I'd be the one ending up taking care of them like I do all these animals. It's like, I am not dealing with that much poo. Oh, Sana's here. Hi, Sana. Aww. Teresa, I know. That's what Scott said. It was some crazy amount, and then they wouldn't cover, anything that could possibly happen. And then they wanted to know what make and model we had, and our cars are paid for, and they're a little older. And she's, it won't cover. It only covers like brand new cars, which that just makes no sense. If your car is out of warranty, how is it ever going to fulfill their out of warranty coverage anyway? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's got to be a brand new car that's under warranty still, how on earth would it matter to them? I don't know. I guess I just don't get it. All right, I'm going to take a break here because I want to share this book real quick. Let me grab it. We'll look at this one. I'm going to set this aside real quick. I saw this and it says jelly printing without a press on paper and fabric. So you don't have to have a plate to print with jelly prints. But they've got all this stuff in here. We'll do a quick through. I can't. It's just so cool. Now see, this is basic technique. It says printing without a press on paper and fabric. So I thought it would not have a jelly plate, but there's one right there. Oh, it's got a recipe to make your own jelly plate in it. So you wouldn't have to buy one. They've got the recipe right here. And telling you how to add the second colors, making marks with a plastic card, making textures with a brayer, making colorful papers while cleaning your brayer. That's one of my favorite things to do, is the clean off papers. Color blocking and layering. I've done that. That's cool how they did all of that. That's really cool. So we might do some of these. How to change colors on a jelly plate. Printing on black. That would be fun. Metallics on black paper. We ought to do some jelly plate printing. Found objects for texture. Let's see what they're showing. A wooden ruler, punchinella, combs and comb tools. They've got a afro hair pick there. I hadn't thought of that. That would be perfect. Strings and yarn, rubber bands, paper slides, bubble wrap, rubber hot pads, sticks or plastic card, foam and rubber stamps, a sliced seashell, fruit and vegetable mash, toilet paper rolls, rubber band ball, open pattern ribbons, all kinds of stuff. Stencils as textures and images, nature as stencils and masks, make it yourself stencils and masks, make it yourself hot glue and memory foam stamps, layering colors and textures, how to line up your layers, how to do image collages, block by block collage canvases, pamphlet stitches, art journals and colorful pages, enhanced paintings, explorations of color, jelly printed fabrics for a pieced quilt. That would be fun to do. Collage sculptures, like they use one of those styrofoam heads for that one. A bird painting. Glazing over black and gray. Glazing over colors. I don't know that I've ever used any glazing. Ways to take your papers and make different wrappings for them. I've got the little punch board to make the pillow boxes. Those would be fun to do. Make a colorful tote bag. Abstract collage, geometrics, equine subjects, which is horses. Sonata quilt, greeting cards, mini art, stitch scraps, basic shapes. Basically, this little book will tell you how to do so many different things. So what I'm going to do is I actually picked up a second copy. So I'm going to give this one away. I only paid $1.99. It'll probably cost me more than $1.99 to mail it to one of you guys. But go ahead, and if you want to win it, put a number in between 1 and 100. I'm going to write go. And I'll give you a minute, and I'll look up random.org. Random.org. Got a message from Kathy. Let's see here. 1 to 100. Okay. I'll reduce the light. In here right now, 26, and I've only seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. There's 27 of you in here. Put a number in between 1 and 100 if you'd like to win this jelly plate printing book. It has a recipe to make your own jelly plate in it. Is that all that wants to play? There we go. I've got it on live chat. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. Hi, Deborah Adams. Jane, you got to click in quickly. One number each. All right. I'm going to do a countdown from 10, and when I get to 0, we'll stop. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. All right. Jane, I got it. Candy, you came in right after the stop, but I'm going to let you stay. But those are the last two. All right. So let's, what are you doing? Let's go back and blow it up so you guys can see. 80. Who was closest to 80 without going over? Deborah Brown had 68. Is she the closest without going over? I think it's Deborah Brown. Deborah Brown. I need to post it. Anytime we go to Ollie's, I think I'm going to look for books like this. So keep in mind, you might see another chance to win a book. But this one, it just looked so cool. There was another one I almost picked up and then changed my mind. And then I got home and changed my mind again. So I might look for it. But it was a quilting book. I don't know if anybody in here quilts besides me. So congratulations to Deborah Brown. Now, Deborah, is your address in Phibbsville? I'm going to look and see if Deborah says whether her address is in Phibbsville or not. Can't remember. If not, I'll put my email address in, or you could private message me on Facebook. I'll get with you, Deborah, somehow. If it's in the Phibbsville group, I can find it there, or you can I think you might have added. Okay, it is. Okay, I'll take that back out. I'll get it and mail it. It'll probably be today's Wednesday. It'll probably be tomorrow or Friday. All right. This one might be running out of ink. It's not wanting to. I don't know why my stomach is making so much noise. I hope you guys can't hear it. I didn't know if anybody else was coming on, but right now I kind of have to just come on and be live, whenever I can fit it in because of family obligations. I hope I don't step on anybody's toes, but I do want to get some videos up, whether they're lives or just standalone videos. So we'll have to make us one. I might make a, see, I have a jelly plate thing already, but I might make one and just see what the differences are. Or maybe I could do it in a video. Oh, what's happened with Cindy? Becky, read my message above. Beth. Oh, Beth, what message do you want me to read, hon? Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you're enjoying that book, Beth. You guys, if you have a headache that won't go away, that's really, really bad, go get tested, please. That's what my brother had, a really, really bad headache, and it's a side effect of the virus. So please don't put off getting your doctor to take a look at you. My brother was like 1 day away from being hospitalized. He said it's never good when the doctor goes, oh my, oh wow, wow, while looking in your ears. He had a severe headache. Yeah, just don't let it go too long. Ever since what my brother Charles had going on, I want everybody to be careful about headaches that you think are just migraines right now. Actually be a side effect. But yeah, I like to look at the books at Ollie's because you just never know when you'll come across a gem like that. I like the cookbooks too, but I have quite a cookbook collection already, and I need to use the cookbooks I already have and not add to them. I say that, and then I bought a cookbook with a used cookbook like Barb was using, Barb Owen was using to make her pretty petals. I bought that book used from like a Goodwill out west somewhere. So yeah. I got to keep turning this thing so I'm not working over wet ink. I'm really starting to think this is drying out. Greg was watching, the Dick Tracy with Madonna and Warren Beatty and the other day. It was so funny seeing Al Pacino on there. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, I can still see them as young men in my mind, young guys. Starting to show my age, I guess. Yep, this is just a piece of, it looks like I'm doing it on my craft mat, but I'm not. It's craft paper like this. And I've taped down the edges, and I'm sorry about the autofocus. If I could turn it off, I would. Yeah. I'm going to go around this just one time. If the stupid marker will write. Had all of these plans of doing some sewing videos again, and was lining up projects to work on in my mind, and then It was kind of like the bucket dropped and didn't feel like doing anything. The sun is back today. I'm feeling better. So not so stressed out. Hopefully I'll get back to doing stuff. I got that fabric in from Beyond the Pink Door. She has a little fabric shop, and I was watching her little, she has her daughter on with her, and she does a shop update, and she had a contest, and she was giving away these gift certificates. Basically, she had one that was for $50, and then she had a couple that were not dollars but euros, and then a couple were, because she's in Ireland, a couple were 20, and then she had some 10s, and I won a 10. So basically that was part of the postage paid. So I got that really pretty blue boho kind of fabric, and I've pre-washed it. I think I'm either going to make a tunic or a sundress. I had thought about making a maxi skirt, but it's so hot here that I think I would just sweat in that. So I got to thinking, no, I better make something I know I'll wear, like a tunic shirt, and I'll make it a little bit longer so I can wear leggings with it. When I wear leggings, I want my rear end covered with a shirt or a shorter dress. I'm not going to wear leggings and have my bottom all out like some folks do. I can't go there. So yeah, I want to do something with that. I have pre-washed the brown flannel that had the little cats all over it. I want to make a robe out of that. So I have some thicker robes, but I want to make a lighter weight flannel robe that's just good to laze about the house. And I thought I would have enough of that fabric to make a robe and a nightie, but I don't. But I think I'll have enough to do a robe and then a pair of sleep shorts, and then I can make like a camisole top to wear with that, because I got some knits that I can do a camisole with. And I figure camisoles to sleep in are a really good way to get into knits, because nobody's going to see it except me if it doesn't turn out. Oh, coffee sounds heavenly. I would love some coffee. Greg, it's 2:30. He's got to leave for work in about an hour. He likes about an hour to pull himself together. I don't know if he heard me or not. I might have to go knock on his door. I haven't heard his alarm go off, which makes me wonder if he's brought it in there with him. I'll give him a minute to get woke up. Here we go. That almost looks like a ladder. I'm so thrilled the little birds have found my bird feeder. I just love to watch the birds. And it kind of makes me glad my cats can't go outside here, because I can watch the birds without worrying about, and feed them without worrying about my cats munching down on them. Yeah, I'm only going to get one of these done because I'm going to have to get off here by 3 o'clock. So I can have dinner done. I like to have dinner done as soon as Scott gets home, because by the time he gets off work and gets home, he's hungry. And that way we're not going to bed with a bunch of stuff on our stomach, because that affects your weight. No food after 7 p.m. I do so much better with my morning blood glucose readings if I do that. I follow my own rule on that. No food after 7. I was watching the story of the Backstreet Boys and In Excess. They got ripped off, man. Oh, really, Susan? We had two when we lived here before, and I keep several suet cakes because we have what are they called? We have several varieties of woodpeckers here. Oh, what's this then? One of us is getting an Amazon box. Well, that's very interesting. That postal van, it's got the steering wheel. No, that's about normal. Here she comes. She's got her mask on and her gloves on. Good job. It's a eating for health plan, Nettie. I've got to get my blood sugar back down. I was doing so good when we didn't live down here, but with Greg around, I find I'm baking too much and I need to not bake. I need to not bake. And he said he wants to get healthy too, so I'm going to take him for his word. I thought about going through the kitchen and getting rid of everything that's got a ton of carbs in it and just get it out of here. Because if it's not in the house, it can't be eaten by any of us. Don't need all that garbage in here anyway. But then Scott will turn around and say, "Do we have anything sweet?" And I'll say, "Well, there could be." All right, we're going to switch to the white pen. I just want to put this black line around the border. You know something I think is funny? Back when before all of this, when a delivery was made, they'd ring the bell. We barely get it put on the porch anymore. I mean, it's just not a thing. All right, this is the white. Let's see if it's moving. There we go. And the white just makes this pop. I tried to call my mom the other day. She was so exasperated. I said, "Well, I'll talk to you later." And I have to remember there's 6 of us and we've got spouses and they've got kids. And I think mom was just feeling overwhelmed by us all that day. And I said, "Well, I'll talk to her later. She'll call me when she needs me." That's what I do all the time. And then nobody ever calls me. So, yeah. I just let them know I'm out here if they need me. So we got an ad for one of the new placement stores for the BI-LOs that are closing around us. We moved back down here, and all of my favorite grocery stores are closing. So on Highway 1, they're opening a KJ's, which I guess is a variety of Food Lion and IGA. I know there's one out on St. Andrews Road in the area, but I've never shopped at a KJ's. Has anybody else ever shopped in a KJ's? And I might have to go check them out because I need to have a grocery store that is good with produce. My experience with the Food Lions has not been good when it comes to produce. They don't seem to stock too much produce. Yeah, if the food is here, it's gonna get eaten. That's all there is to. Hang on, guys. I got to let Greg know he's gonna be late for work if he don't get up. Hey, Greg. You up? Are you up? It's almost 2:45. I didn't hear your alarm, is why I'm knocking. I'm live on the air. I'm on the air. Whew, I'm glad I went and knocked. He was sound asleep. Never heard of KJ's. Well, that's what the one, the BI-LO that used to be on Highway 1 from us, it's going to be at KJ's. I guess I think I can go check it out because I think they're having their grand opening from the ad that came in the mail. Our car threw a message the other day, and Scott told me not to worry about it, but I still don't want to drive the car with the car telling me it needs service. I don't have anything defrosted to cook for dinner either. It might be salmon patties again. Scott's going to be sick of salmon patties. Nah, he doesn't care. Especially if he doesn't have to fix it. He doesn't care. Yeah, Suze, it has here too. See, they used to be several of them here, and then they closed. And then let's see, what was it? BI-LO bought Winn-Dixie, and we lost our Winn-Dixie, which I like the Winn-Dixie, but we don't have those here anymore.
We just need a Piggly Wiggly again.
Yeah, we're not going to get a Piggly Wiggly. There no more. So the only other thing I have a choice of is Walmart, which I won't go there. I went to the Walmart market the other day simply because it's the last store standing closest to the house. And they're having a hard time even getting things on the shelf because, hello, 2 BI-LOs closed or 3 BI-LOs closed. So they're getting all this business, but they can't accommodate it. So there's like stacks of pallets in the aisles, big pallets, like above your head pallets. Giant bought out Food Lion. See, Food Lion just bought out our Bilos. I think it bought out 62 Bilos in the South, and they're reopening them as IGAs, KJs, or Food Lions. There's only one Kroger still open here. We used to have one not far from the house, and we used to go there all the time because they did double coupons when Greg was a baby, but they closed. And we had this store called Family Mart, and they double couponed. Man, I used to double coupon. They would double up to $1 on the coupons. So I would sometimes they'd owe me money. Because if you use a coupon on a sale item and it comes out to, the coupon's paid for it and then some. But they closed. They were closing the day before I had Gregory. We were going to their store closing sale. I think I was already in labor because I wasn't feeling too good. Then we got home. And then the next day, Scott had pulled where he worked at the night, and then he got up and he worked during the day. He got home from work, and I said, we got to go to the hospital. He says, you got to be kidding me. He said, all I want to do is go to sleep. He said, no. I said, no, I think we're going to the hospital. The IGA that's near us here is absolutely disgusting. They are dirty. It's just gross. I really hope that when they put these Food Lions in or whatever they're going to be, that they have a produce section. The one we've gone to two that are nearby, and their produce section's not as big as my front room at all. It's just, ugh. I need to quit yakking and get this finished. I want to finish this one. I'm going to turn it because I don't want to stick my hands in the wet paint. The Bilo does, well, they did. They had a senior citizens day if you were over 55, I think. No, it might have been over 60. I don't know. But you had to go only on a certain day to get the discount. Oh, I messed up. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to, because I did that, I'll just put a dot in every single square. I was going to do every other one, but that's okay. I was trying to think of when the discount was. And then my brain checked out and I put a dot in the wrong hole. But see, when you start adding the white, it gives it so much more dimension. And when you do your white over the black, it'll be gray. Because the Posca pens, they always pick up what's underneath. Doodling's nothing but making marks. Can be anything. If I don't concentrate, I'll make a really weird looking mark. Mina above. Becky, have you done anything with the 3-color scraps you started? Nope. I haven't done a thing with those. I was going to add some stamping to them. Maybe we'll do another live sometime tomorrow. What time does Tanya and Lisa start? Are they on today? I didn't think they were on Wednesdays. It was Wednesday. It was covered the tax usually, I think. Yeah, it wasn't much of a discount, Suze. No one today. Okay. And then tomorrow, what time do they come on? I know it's the afternoon, but I think it's like 2:00 for me. I'm on Eastern Coast. And so sometimes I'll catch them and then I have to get back off because 2 Central. So it's 3 my time. 3 my time. See, that's about when I need to cook dinner, is about 3:00. See, I talk and I look at the chat and then the bit at the end dries out. I think we need to get a little bit more black up here in this area. Sharon, I don't remember getting that. The only thing I've gotten this week is the little journal that Lisa made me. It came. And I thanked her during her live. I was going to open it, but I decided I wanted to open it right away. So I just thanked her. I need to decide what I'm going to do in that. But I don't recall that, Sharon. So I would imagine it might be out in the mailbox. The mailbox is gone. Oh my gosh. The mail has gone. I try to at least post to the groups when I get something in the mail, so that you know that I got it. Sharon, was this the package that you sent me a message about the zip code, and it had said it was sending it to California? If so, no, I have not got that. I'm kind of hoping it'll show back up with you if it doesn't show up here. Y'all want to hear something that we're really fortunate about? Scott has been trying since October to get the address changed to back down here with his previous employer. And our W-2 showed up here yesterday, but they had the cottage address on it. I couldn't believe they actually found us. Huh, that's weird, Janet. Because I signed up with USPS and I get that informed delivery and it shows me a picture of everything that'll be in my mailbox. Which I think is great. And I told you all about it, and my dad said he was going to have to check it out because their mailbox is like a half mile from the road where the mailbox is. They live back in the woods. So that would be very beneficial to them to be able to know what's coming. When in doubt, add more dots. Anybody that does mandalas knows that. When in doubt, make dots. Now, one of my friends here said that sometimes it's right and sometimes it's wrong, but usually when I look to see what's coming, it's usually exactly what's in my mailbox. I've never had it say, something different. I wasn't sure what it meant on there, so that's why I clicked on it and learned about it. And then I was like, oh, this is so cool. I got to tell everybody about this. That informed delivery. That is a good thing. We were talking about minimum wage and what it was when, Scott and I first got together. And I remember I worked at a forklift parts company and I was so excited that I had a wage increase to $3.83 an hour. I just can't imagine working for $3.83 an hour anymore. I've gotten to where I'm kind of glad I'm home all the time. And it actually saves us money for me to just be a homemaker because, I don't have to have clothes to go to work. I'm not spending money on gas. I'm not putting a wear and tear on the car. And quite frankly, that adds up if you think about it and add it up to where it might be even cheaper for you just to stay home. But when you're young, you think you need all the things and all the gadgets and all of the latest pots and pans and all of that. And most of the time you go out to eat. And when you stay home, you have time to learn to cook. You clean your own house. There is value in being a homemaker. Although I don't know how long our Mr. Scott's going to be able to keep working. He said he just needs 5 more years in somewhere. 5 more years. 5 more years. All right. think I'm going to put some dots on here. All right. Wow. It's really Suze, isn't it funny to think back about how much we used to earn and how on earth did we afford to live anywhere? Allison above. I'm working on a small piece of craft paper. It's just craft paper. I wish I could turn the autofocus off, you guys, but for some reason, how I set up today, it's just not letting me. I don't know if you guys can hear that chicken front. All right, I'm just going to put a little white dot on these. I'm about to reveal it here in just a second because I'm going to have to, it's after 3 o'clock. I'm going to have to go and cook dinner. Still don't know what I'm cooking, but I'm going to cook it. It's going to be a good one. All right. I keep thinking I'm done, and then I think, no, let's add a little bit more. Now, if you wanted to do something really cool, is you could go get you another color, like what's really cool with the black and the white is red. If you add just little dots of red here and there. And another color that does real good is like a aqua color. All right. So what I'll do with this is I'll mat it on a piece of black cardstock. I'm going to go slow here. And put it on a card base. And because I taped a border, it'll have a border around it. And then when I put it on the black cardstock, mat it on black cardstock, it'll just pop. If I can get this tape to come loose. Gina was saying if you're pulling along and it starts to stick, heat it up with your heat gun, and then it won't rip the paper. But I always put it on my arm before I put it on the paper. It doesn't always stop it from tearing completely, but all right. So I'll show you what I mean. So here's the piece I did. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll mount it on the black, and then I'll put it on a card base. I don't think I have any tape here now. I think I put it away. I do have this permanent glue pen. This has got the little dauber thing on it. Okay. I'll have to stand up to get this here. All right. I got something floating on my eye. It's driving me bonkers. All right, so there you go. And I'll put it on a card or something. So that's fun. And Deborah, I'll get your book in the mail ASAP. So thank you guys. I'm going to run cook dinner. And I might come on before and Tanya tomorrow. So midday, about noon, 1 o'clock Eastern. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye. Take it easy.